Aidan O'Shea. And Stephen Rochford at this stage will be thinking, we can still do it. Mayo manager, second season in charge. Up this time it comes, transferred beautifully from Doherty to Keegan. Trying to curl this one, going towards the right of the goal posts, and he's missed the opportunity. Took it on courageously.
And Paul Murphy again wasn't too far away. And there was an opportunity to take him on, but he knows how good a player he is.
Only Mayo's first wide of the second half. Big leap in the air, and it's Parsons who wins it. It's like Kerry have taken a little breather, and Mayo suddenly find extra life, and Andy Moran touches it down into the path of Cillian O'Connor, but there's still work to do here. Cillian Young, his marker, takes off, and the Ballintubber man kicks with brilliant accuracy, and once again the Mayo fans raise the decibel level here. They believe it's possible today, and there are 10 minutes left, and they have a 1-point advantage.
And what leadership from Cillian O'Connor. Get the ball on the line, take on Cillian Young, and a fabulous score from distance.
Bodies put on the line. The referee just holding up the play here because there are two injured Mayo players, as you can see. Diarmuid O'Connor, one of them.
Yeah, brave play by Lee Keegan. He dived into the tackle to push the ball away, and he ran into Diarmuid O'Connor. Two tough men.
Two tough men is right, and Peter Crowley was coming in trying to win it there for Kerry. Collision of bodies, so the team, Dr. Sean Moffat and Martin McIntyre out there to try and help out. Well, here comes Barry John Keane. Can he turn the game in Kerry's favour?
Yeah, great player to have to come in as well. Barry John Keane nearly guarantees you a point or two, and Eamon Fitzmaurice needs one today.
Except the player going off is James O'Donoghue.
Yeah, and he looks disappointed with that.
Well, Barry John Keane has won many a match. Now he's got to come in instead of former Footballer of the Year James O'Donoghue. You know, before this match people were saying, I'm not quite sure, I really honestly don't know who's going to win it, and here we are, 8 minutes to go, Desi, and we still don't know.
Absolutely, two brilliant sides, and I think it's been an excellent match, very close battle and great intensity.
Darren O'Sullivan shows his pace, shows his good reading of the game as well by linking up with Jonathan Lyne. Gives it back to O'Sullivan, a more acknowledged scorer, back to Jack Barry. Savage thought about it, being teased into it almost, back in as far as Barry John Keane. Will this be his moment to turn it on? Having just come on, yes is the answer. The value of an assured player like Barry John Keane to just come in like that. This is taken by Diarmuid O'Connor.
Yeah, we said it, and Chris Barrett, I'm sure, knew it as well. He knew to get extra tight, but I suppose in that situation, Barry John knew that Chris Barrett would be tight, pulled a lovely dummy, brought onto his left, and a fabulous finish.
Mayo seeking the lead once again from a deep position here. Aidan O'Shea. Teams level 8 times. Paddy Durkin asking a lot there of Kevin McLaughlin, who I think wondered, was it McLaughlin or Jason Doherty was wondering there just who got the final touch. But anyway, it seemed to me to come off Tadhg Morley, but it's Kerry who get it, and it's David Moran, and after him came Tom Parsons, who came in over behind him, but the referee doesn't give a free kick. It looked to be a foul.
Very high tackle there from Tom Parsons, got away with it.
Cohen, Andy Moran, having one of the best games he's ever had, I suppose, in a Mayo shirt, all the way up as far as Cillian O'Connor. Transferred back once again to Andy. Jason Doherty pushed out by Tadhg Morley, and it's Parsons now who just tries to control the pace and the tempo of the next attack. They'll be trying to make each and every foray now into the opposing 45-metre line count for something. McLaughlin not on his right, wants to hit him with the left, back as far as Donald Vaughan, threading it inside cleverly. Lovely transfer, little block on it as Jason Doherty was trying to hit that. Full credit that time to Cillian Young, who made the block.
Great opportunity for Stephen Cohen at this stage. A point is crucial, every score is crucial, and well worked, and Mayo have been very good at kicking the ball into that full forward line today.
Taken out here by Tadhg Morley. It was Donal Vaughan who committed himself to it. Stephen Cohen picking it back up. Fed neatly into Andy Moran again. This time Shane Enright trying to come out on top of that particular duel. Finally Stephen Cohen fouled. Free kick for Mayo. Chance for them to steal back in front again with about 5 minutes of this first All-Ireland football semi-final remaining.
Yeah, and Andy Moran will look to go short in this, I'm sure. It's a very long way out for any free taker.
Well, the angle is an awkward one, but we've seen Cillian O'Connor from a more central position, notably last year in the All-Ireland drawn final. Notch one. This time Peter Crowley was coming out, his jersey was being pulled back. Referee allows play to continue. Jonathan Lyne kicks it forward. After it goes Stephen O'Brien, looking for a favourable bounce there against Paddy Durkin. Gets it back inside towards Paul Gainey. 7 points for the match so far. That ball's gone astray, and it's Chris Barrett who mops it up, takes it back out again to Kevin McLaughlin. Both sides going for it now inside the last 5 minutes of the match. Stephen Cohen to Lee Keegan, to Keith Higgins for Mayo. 2:13 to 2:13. Higgins looking to give the easy ball to somebody. Cohen made himself available. Now Diarmuid O'Connor. It reaches Tom Parsons. Paddy Durkin, patient, switching it across here towards Kevin McLaughlin. They're in no particular hurry. If something's not on, they've got the patience and the forbearance to just wait for it. This side has been together so long, they've got a lot of understanding, a lot of experience, and right now Chris Barrett was hoping to use that experience to more telling effect, but he's booted it up into the crowd and missed the opportunity, and they are still level.
Yeah, Chris Barrett, I suppose he might be the most obvious choice to be getting a shot at that opportunity. Lee Keegan was outside him, but I think Donal Vaughan and Darren O'Sullivan are going to pick up two yellow cards for an off-the-ball incident.
Referee has been busy. So a couple of cards one anticipates. Mayo will be bringing in another substitute very, very soon. It'll be just their third. Referee taking his time with the cautions. So Vaughan and Darren O'Sullivan for this. Leave it to Conor McGregor and Mayweather, I think.
Step by.
David Drake's on. Clare making his way off is going to be Diarmuid O'Connor. Well, they're dipping deep into their bench now to try and get that vital edge.
Yeah, and Diarmuid O'Connor just coming off through the play, so needs to be retaken. 3 minutes left in normal final. Very important now to show that composure, get the opportunity, get the right man on the ball as well.
Will we see a winner today? It's going to be Brian Kelly who will kick this ball out. Man who really did his stuff in the quarter-final match against Galway. This time picks out brilliantly Jack Barry. Gives it off here to Jonathan Lyne. Lyne has a support player. There were two of them there. Went past to David Moran, on as far as Jack Savage. Now motoring through the centre. Thought about giving it to Kieran Donaghy. O'Brien had gone ahead of him. Now Donaghy's an option. And here is Stephen O'Brien to try and break the scoring deadlock in the 69th minute to put Kerry back into the lead again. Barry John Keane back here as far as Darren O'Sullivan. Two old warriors. And Donaghy has booted it way up into the air, but you never know what might happen. Past Gainey, past Brendan Harrison, but Gainey's got it. Trying to turn, trying to make an angle, trying to go through the eye of a needle. Gives it off here to Paul Murphy. Kerry lead, vital time, 2:14 to 2:13. Paul Murphy's first point.
Yeah, we said it'd be quiet today by his usual high standards, but come at the hour, come at the man, and that's a brilliant point.
Now, can Kerry build upon that? Can Mayo come back? Is it to be another semi-final heartbreak? Paul Gainey, and the referee has blown his whistle. And there'll be some more changes coming up in just a moment. Brian Sheehan will be the last one to come in. 6 sub for Kerry. Final words from his team manager, Eamon Fitzmaurice.
Certainly,
a lot of experience he has.
Certainly a player that can take an opportunity when he gets it, and great experience, great know-how.
And if you need a long-range free taker, if you get one, he's the best around.
Absolutely, incredible kicker for many years.
Mayo now chasing it, a point adrift. 70 minutes have now been played. Deep into stoppage time we will be going to resolve this wonderful semi-final. Two great teams who've given some great entertainment. Lee Keegan dashing forward but out into the angles. Brendan Harrison, back it comes once again. Donny Vaughan, they're looking for somebody to take on the responsibility. McLaughlin, then that ball is kicked and it's gone away to the right. There are going to be 5 additional minutes. Paddy Durcan not finishing with his usual flourish here in Croke Park. He's got so many good points here over the years.
Yeah, and in the last 10 minutes they've missed some crucial opportunities for Mayo. Again, that was probably a difficult one, you would have to say.
Brian Sheehan still waiting for his chance to come on, not just yet. Brian Kelly kicking it out. Possession vital, even with 4 minutes now at this stage left. It's forward. Barry John Keane to Jack Savage, who's worked tirelessly since being introduced after about 20-25 minutes of this game. Into Jack Barry, who came on at half-time. Paul Murphy now taking over. Right through the centre he goes. Way out here towards Paul Gainey. Another point might just do it for Kerry in this very tight match against Higgins. And then in comes Lee Keegan to try and win it back. Donald Vaughan goes in, and as he was going, he was pushed in the back by Paul Murphy, and it's a free out, and the referee came a proper as well in the slippery conditions.
And the Mayo players don't want to wait. There's some frustration with the supporters as well. They just want to get on with play and get the equaliser.
You can't blame them. The level of intensity is unreal.
Yeah, and somehow Lee Keegan is now taking up Peter Crowley. Paul Murphy has found himself a lot freer in the last couple of minutes and is getting on a lot more ball.
It's Sheehan coming on, and it's going to be Kieran Donaghy, the one who will make way. Final 3 minutes. But that's 5 minutes at least, as they always say. Kerry 2:14, Mayo 2:13 in the All-Ireland semi-final. David Clark. Keith Higgins now carrying it on. They've got to try and retain possession. They've got to try and work it up. Kerry have got to try and get that ball back while retaining discipline. And that ball's handled on the ground by Tom Parsons, a little unlucky. Kerry will take whatever luck is going at this stage, and the referee wants to bring it back.
Yeah, the free was too short there.
Has to be 13 metres away from the receiver. So the referee will throw the ball up. Conor Loftus has been brought on, an out-and-out forward. He saved them against Derry in normal time in Castlebar. They work it forward with Keith Higgins. Andy Moran, the one who has made way. What a game he played. Donald Vaughan trying to ensure it's not all in vain. And this one is kicked brilliantly, and it's over the bar. And it's that man again, Paddy Durcan. His 7th ever point in Croke Park out of 15 points that he's got in his very, very short career playing with Mayo. And they are level at 2:14 to 2:14. Does any team deserve to lose it?
And these Mayo supporters have suffered a long time, but what a score by Paddy Durcan. The atmosphere is electric.
And Kerry have turned it over. And David Moran is able to carry it down. Brian Sheehan has just come on, a clumsy challenge by Donald Vaughan. It'll be possession for Kerry and a free kick.
It's a long way out there, and I know Brian Sheehan is on the pitch, and I know he scored them before.
It's a weary-looking challenge that by Donald Vaughan immediately after the elation of getting level through Paddy Durkin's excellence. But now Brian Sheehan ready to try and see what he can do. A player who is now 31 years of age, who has scored 6 goals and 161 points in his championship career.
Brian Sheehan is trying to sneak a yard or two, and I think in a cold evening like this, a wet evening, the ball mightn't travel quite as far, but he knows that himself. He's a very experienced kicker.
Yeah, the referee spotted it and told him, back you go a little. Well, look at the clock, 5 minutes now up. The referee can add on maybe another 2 minutes. Will this be the winner? Will it be Brian Sheehan, who's just come off the bench to take Kerry into the All-Ireland final? Not with this one, but it's still there. David O'Shea has saved it. It's all over. No additional time. They will have to do it all again, just as was the case in 2014. Then they had to go to Limerick and all the drama that was entailed there. It'll be next Saturday, we understand, that the replay will take place here between two mighty and wonderful teams, as they demonstrated today, who were game and who were thrilling in their approach. Credit to all concerned, to everybody who played, to the management teams as well, and to everybody who participated. We got a feast of drama, and we got Andy Moran, who got a goal and 5 points in today's encounter, and he'll be back for more. They'll all be back for more. Desi, your summation.